Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Nick at Barben.com. Today, I'm going to be trying out the 100% food replacement from Sogo. So, Sogo is a word in a South African language meaning new life or resurrection, and the company makes some pretty bold claims about the efficacy of their product. They say they hope that it's going to help to end world hunger. They say that you can replace every meal of the day with it, and they say it has all the vitamins, proteins, nutrients, healthy fats, and calories you need to thrive every day. The contents in this bag will actually last 20 years if the bag is unopened, so actually a lot of survivalists are very interested in it. I'm just going to try it out today. They also have some other boosts that you can try out, like a protein boost or a caffeine boost if you want to add to it, but I'm just going to have it on its own, the chocolate flavor, with some cold water. Okay, so first of all, it mixes very well, which is a bit surprising, but it really does mix very well. This product is naturally flavored but artificially sweetened with sucralose. So to that end, it is sweeter than it is flavorful, if that makes sense. But what I'd say it tastes like the most is it's pretty similar to vegan chocolate protein powder. But by that I mean it tastes a lot like sort of like almond milk with cocoa but it's a stronger nutty flavor than that. So it's more chocolate and nutty than anything else. Alright, so let's take a quick look at the nutrition label. So one serving is actually 2 scoops. I had 1 scoop there with 10 ounces of water. You're meant to have twice that much with twice as much water. So 1 serving is 2 scoops though, that's 430 calories. Then you're gonna get 19 grams of protein, 46 grams of carbohydrates with 5 grams of fiber and 12 grams of sugar, and 19 grams of fat with 1.5 grams of saturated fat. So this is not a low-calorie meal replacement by any means, which some may see as a positive because it is actually intended to replace a meal. On the micronutrient side, there is a very impressive split here. There's a really wide variety of vitamins here. Roughly, you're getting 20% of each of these vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin K, also magnesium, iodine, zinc, a vast array of vitamins and minerals. The only things it's really missing here are choline, and funnily enough, there's no potassium in this either, although there is potassium in the ingredients list. I think they just forgot to put it on the nutrition label. But I would have liked to know, because some of the ingredients here are actually 100% of your daily intake, like B12 and B6, but largely it's 20% of your daily intake. So that's it, really good nutrition split. In the ingredients, there's not a lot to talk about because most of the ingredients are just the actual vitamins and minerals themselves. But it is worth pointing out that the rest of the ingredients are mostly high oleic sunflower oil powder, rice protein, oat flour, honey powder, some cocoa, and then there's just some natural flavors and some gums and the artificial sweetener sucralose that I mentioned earlier. So when it comes to the price, you have a few different options for payment. If you want to just get this one bag on its own, you're looking at roughly $14 for 5 meals of 2 scoops each. So that's going to come to about $2.75 per serving. If you get the vanilla flavor, it's actually a little bit cheaper. It's more like $2.63 per serving. If you want to splurge, you get a big tub of 140 meals. The price drops, and it comes to $1.73 per serving for chocolate, $1.50 for vanilla. So you do have a few options. Roughly, if you're just getting a small amount, you're looking at $2.60, $2.70 per serving. In my experience, the average meal replacement is closer to $2 per serving, so it's a tiny bit more expensive, but not really significantly more expensive, and especially because this is significantly higher in calories than a lot of its competitors, you may find the price worth it. So there were a few things that I liked about Sogo. I think, first of all, for the price, I think it's a pretty good price for the amount of calories that you're getting. And on that note, I think it's a good amount of calories. A lot of meal replacements out there, they tend to be more like low-fat, low-calorie, nutritious protein shakes. This actually has enough calories, enough fat for me to really consider an actual meal replacement, which I think is pretty positive. You don't see a lot of that out there. On that note, the nutrition is really good. I mean, it really is got a very, very, very wide array of vitamins and minerals here, just about everything you need, in a pretty decent amount as well. Most of them 20% of daily intake, some of them 100%, mostly B vitamins. I thought that was pretty cool. Another thing that I liked about this, it is all natural. Well, it's not all natural. It does have an artificial sweetener, but it is naturally flavored and naturally colored, which is important for some people. And then finally, it is free of soy and gluten and lactose, which are things that put off some people of other meal replacements. So a lot of people with allergies may be happy with this. The main things I can see some people potentially not being a fan of with this product. I mean, first of all, if you're on a low carbohydrate or a low fat diet, you're not going to be that crazy about these macros, especially if you're on a low carbohydrate diet. There's 46 grams of carbs here for 19 grams of protein, plus there's 12 grams of sugar, which a lot of people don't really like. There's also the artificial sweetener sucralose that I mentioned. Some people try and stay clear of that. On the nutrition side of things, it really does have a very impressive array of micronutrients. The only really things it's missing, there's no choline on the label, there's no potassium either, although it definitely does contain potassium because in the ingredients, it was just an oversight in the labeling, I think. I still would have liked to know how much potassium there was. On the other side of things, in the fat, there is some high oleic sunflower oil powder here. That is the main source of fat, which means that it isn't going to be an amazing source of omega-3 fatty acids like EPA and DHA. So that might be something you want to take into account when you're planning your nutrition. All right, those are my thoughts on the 100% food replacement from Sogo. For the full written review, just Google Barbon plus Sogo. That's spelled T-S-O-G-O.